Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of our Feed the Beast Unleashed playthrough. How you guys doing today? I'm doing really good. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. I'm having a pretty good day. I've been just chilling out here at home, just doing some things. I bet you guys are wondering, where have I been? I've been doing things over the past few days, and I haven't had a time for recording. Mostly because I've been dealing with something. I know a bunch of you probably had, but if you've ever dealt with something called a wisdom tooth, you guys know that they are not fun to mess with. And if over the past few days, I've gotten to the point where I couldn't even, it was getting hard to talk. So I just kind of just let it go. I'm sorry, guys. I should have gave you guys a little bit more of a heads up, but it just came on me sudden, and I'm back now, so don't worry about it. Also, stay tuned at the end of the episode for a cool announcement. I just threw a little spoiler in there. Hopefully I'll remember to do it. But some things that I've done off screen. I've been doing a little bit off screen, mostly just playing through. I really wish I could record more of this, but I kind of can't. And then, if I try to, it sounds terrible because of the fact that I slur everything. So I'm sorry about that, guys. But during this episode, if you do hear me pause for a bit, it's because I'm not 100%, so I'm still kind of work with that. So hopefully it won't be that bad. Also, another thing, if I sound different, it's because I finally ditched my old microphone. I finally went ahead and invested into an actually good microphone this time. And if you guys are looking for like a really, really cheap headset, I had the old Turtle Beaches P11s, and you can go listen to my old audio files and all my old videos. That's basically what the video quality is for that thing. But I can tell you that one thing, it's really cheap and it actually works pretty well. So if you need a really cheap microphone, go get the P11s. But yeah, I finally upgraded to the Blue Yeti, and I'm really excited about it. But the only thing I don't like about it is, I was warned this before I got it, but this microphone will pick up everything. It literally will pick up everything. So you're going to have to edit out all the different pops and all the different mouse clicks and stuff like that. So I'm still working on that, guys. So if you do hear an occasional mouse click and an occasional keyboard smash, I'm sorry. I've even resorted to using my old keyboard because it's a lot silenter than my new one. So hopefully it's not that bad. So anyways, let's get on with the episode. What have I been doing? I've been setting up a little bit more automation with some things. I know I was wanting to do most of that on camera. I'm going to be doing a lot of IC2 stuff together with you guys on camera. So I've been kind of messing around with thermal expansion, and it's a pain in the butt. It really is. My God. Thermal expansion is a pain in the butt when it comes to automation because of the fact, I know I told you guys this before. This is the reason I used it for our automated ore processing where it's going all the time. Because of the whole configuration thing. And that made it so much easier for this kind of setup, but it makes it completely crap for this kind of setup because I kind of brought this up when we were in Resonant Rise, but, I think I'll bring it up again. The reason I like Ender IO more than a thermal expansion is because you can dedicate one side in Ender IO for more than one thing. But in thermal expansion, you can't. So I can't get both things to come in and out of one interface. I have to use two interfaces for this. So I have to have one input interface and then one interface outputting back into the system. That's what I think is a big pain in the butt with thermal expansion. So I've automated mostly just pulverized obsidian and hardened glass so that I could get my tesseracts and my conduit all readied up and stuff like that. I haven't automated this yet. This is just a quick and dirty little simple system to get kind of like tesseracts and conduits and stuff like that to get, because they have to be filled up with redstone and liquid ender. So that's going to be a thing. So I kind of just set that up just to have that. But yeah, this is really simple. It's just the way that I did it is I have an interface on the back pushing the items that are coming into here through the back, and then all the items that are crafted, like the pulverized obsidian, are getting pushed out through the bottom and then back into the system. So, and it's getting powered from this side, so that both of them can get powered. It's done the same way with this one and with that one over there. The reason that I kind of split this induction smelter up with this one is because I was wanting to have this one dedicated just for hardened glass, and maybe in the future I'll dedicate it towards some other things. But yeah, I didn't want to stick Invar and Electrum in it as well. I might actually have a different induction smelter for Invar and a different induction smelter for Electrum, because I use both of those quite a bit. So yeah, that's the thing. some other things. The precursor to this episode, I actually did an actual episode, but I didn't like how the audio sounded because I'm still working with this microphone and trying to get it to the best it could be, because I've never messed with a professional microphone before, and the Blue Yeti is considered to be an actual quote unquote professional microphone. So I'm still working the kinks out of it. So hopefully it's not that bad during this episode. If it is, you guys can do whatever you guys want. So, anyways, I've been kind of doing and redoing things. Yes, I did make quantum armor. It wasn't actually as hard as you guys might have think. The one thing for quantum armor that's hard to get is the iridium. And we have on-demand UU matter now, because what I did with this mass fab, it's going all the time. But I connected something called an import bus that I've showed before. An import bus? Oh my god! I connected an import bus, and it's automatically getting put into the system every time something, one of them pops up in here. So that's really, really cool. I really, really like that. So yeah, we are kind of draining power on this back one for some reason. Nah, it looks like it's fine. But yeah, that's going to be a thing. Also, I replaced the Corey. I'll go show that in a minute. I'll show this. I'm going to be using this mostly today. So, I'll go ahead and explain it right now. I brought it up in previous episodes. The fact that you cannot move EU through test tracks. You can't do it. I've already told you guys. I know it's just not possible. Like, you could take a test. I'm not saying that anyone's argued with me. I'm just saying you can't. If you place a test rack beside any kind of conduit, not conduit, but any kind of fiber cable. I haven't tried all the other ones, but I've tried glass fiber cable. And even if I choose a channel like this one, it won't connect. So it can't be sent through there. But I found a way around that. But unfortunately, it's kind of limited. So I'll get to that in just a second. The way that I'm doing it is I'm changing all my EU that's being crafted by these geotherms, made by the geotherms, into BC power through the power converters mod. There's the limitation. And then I'm sending that BC power over here to this Tesseract, and then I'm changing it back over into high voltage EU. So I'm basically transferring EU back and forth. But here's the problem. There is limitations to these power converters mod. It can only send through 196 EU a tick at one time. So that's the bad thing. So I might have to think of a different system and then just start running cables everywhere, because once we start getting into massive overclocks and stuff like that, we're probably going to start hitting bottlenecks, and the fact that we won't be transferring enough power. And that's the thing that I'm worried about. So that's going to be a thing in the future. I want to go ahead and set up some automation for this, for IC2 real quick. Actually, before we do that, I want to go look at the quarry. I don't know. I just like looking at, I don't know. I just like looking at huge holes in the ground. I replaced the quarry. Oh, it's raining here. Ugh. But yeah, this one finished, finally. I need to reset my fly. There we go. But yeah, this one finished. So we've got two quarries that are done now. And then I went ahead and reset this one over here. I wanted to make kind of like a quad. I just think that it looks really cool. So yeah, this one's been going for quite a while. So yeah, we're getting a bunch of resources. So we're getting all of the resources. Luckily, we're not backed up on ores anymore, so I don't have to worry about that. So let's go back to the base. We have always got to look at a quarry every once in a while. Also, I've been making solars. So I bet you I can even make even more hybrid solars. I know I can, because I've got tons of UU matter now. I think I've got like a little over 500. But we've got 4 hybrid solar panels, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 advanced solar panels, and then however many regular solar panels that is. So we're making a lot of EUs per tick now. So that's really, really cool. I'm mostly just using this to power my ME system right now, so I don't know if I'm going to be using it for anything else in the future. Now that we have the geotherms, it kind of puts solar panels to shame, because really, we're getting all the power we need from the geotherms, so that's going to be a thing. So let's go ahead and set up some automation for you guys. For any of you who want to see this, I've done this not really. I haven't really done it in the past with IC2, so I guess this is good for you guys. Let's go ahead and grab these, and these, and I'm going to grab more of this and more of this. Thank you. I've already set this up once, so I know that it works, but the footage didn't take, so I'm going to go ahead and set up the 4 machines. I thought I had another one. Do I have another one? Macerator, compressor. I don't want 2 compressors. I guess I'm just going to have 3 machines right now. And then if I think of another one that I'm going to be needing, I'll go grab it. So let's go ahead and just line this up like this. Actually, no. Bad. Do not do that. If you guys did not know, I've said it in the past, but I've never demonstrated it on camera. And personally, I don't want to. But if you hook up an IC2 machine without any kind of transformer upgrades, and you hook up either medium voltage or high voltage into one of these basic machines, they will blow up. They will blow up, and it will not be fun to watch, so I'm not going to do that. So remember, kids, always use your transformer upgrades. So let's go put those 3 in there so we can go ahead and hook it up. And all these should be getting power. There we go. And then the way that I'm doing this is it's actually quite simple with the IC2 machines because of the way that the auto eject works. The way the auto eject works with thermal expansion is that you have a configuration that you can toggle it for each side. But for IC2, it's not like that. The way it works is that it's kind of like it'll choose the first available inventory. So like if I have an interface on the back, it'll automatically input whatever's in the interface. Let's say if I call for, let's just do these patterns. I don't know which one's which. There we go. Coal dust. Coal dust can now be put into the macerator. Let's say if I go ahead and call for coal dust, take this out. And then, oh wait, where'd it go? Dust. Oh, I need to hook it up. Derp. You didn't see this. This is the stuff that I usually do off camera, and then you guys don't see me mess up. But yeah, now let's connect to the system. So sweet. Now it should be registering. Oh, now it should be registering those interfaces. So if we call for coal dust, it'll automatically. Let's just do 20 of them. It'll automatically send coal into the macerator. So every time a recipe calls for coal dust, it'll send out the coal to get the coal dust. Isn't that cool? I think that's amazing. And if we put overclockers in it, of course, it'll automatically go it faster. And see, it's not getting held up into the system. Into the machine, because it automatically outputs it into the first available inventory, which just so happens to be the interface. So it's automated. It works. It's easy because all you need is 1 interface per machine instead of 2. And that's the reason I like IC2 for automation like this. And that's the reason, and that over there is the reason I like automation for thermal expansion the best. So each one of them has their pros and cons. So there you have it. It's not that hard. It's not really that difficult to comprehend. It's just kind of like something you got to learn. So advanced alloy I'm going to have in here. Thermal, like carbon plates I'm going to have in here. The refined iron I'm going to have in there. So yeah, it works. I love it. So let's go ahead and put this stuff back in here. I need to set up more farms because I'm running out of food. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'm having the wing on bread, and I don't have a lot of bread. So we're probably going to be setting up farms soon. But for the rest of this episode, I kind of want to mess around with some things. I made this quantum armor. I know, I'm sorry I did it off screen, but I did have the resources for it. As you can see, I have 604 UU matter now. So, UU matter isn't even a problem anymore. So that's not even, that's really just all I got to say about that one. So let's go ahead and try it out. I've never done quantum armor before. If you guys have not known that, I've never messed with quantum armor. I absolutely love how it looks. It looks so cool, but I don't know if I'm going to be using it because it's slow. Why is it so slow? With the run, I guess it is kind of fast, but it doesn't have like assist when it comes to jumping. It doesn't have mob repelling. It doesn't have like auto feed. It doesn't have all the cool things that our molecular power suit armor or modular power suit armor has. But the one thing I can say that it does have, and I feel like my volume's not working. Why is it so quiet? Oh, what? I feel like that's weird. Anyways, the one thing that it does have over anything else is the best protection I've ever seen in an armor. Like, I didn't take any damage. Like, no damage at all. And let me go over and smack this guy. Watch this. It's not doing... I'm like, these things don't even do damage to me. In the power suit armor, I would take damage. Like a little bit anyways. But I'm not taking any damage at all. That's the one thing good about the quantum armor, is that it has some of the best damage protection. So, just to prove it, let's do this. So now I got my power suit armor on. And I have a mob repellent. That's the one thing I love about power suit, guys. You can repel mobs, so you don't have to worry about them. So I don't know which one I'm going to be using. Of course, you with the quantum armor, you cannot fly unless you make the gravity chest plate. So I am going to be making the gravity chest plate. I've already got it. Go away, Enderman, really? You really going to be that way? Oh yeah, more things I can show off. I made this gravity gun, and I found this portal gun. If you did not know, portal guns can spawn in mob dungeons. So I actually found this in a desert mob dungeon. I can actually go and show you guys. It's just this way. Well, look at you. Well, aren't you just so spiffy? Come here, buddy. Whee! I wonder how well that's going to help him out. Where'd he go? I don't know. He'll come down eventually. If you didn't know, that's what the gravity gun does. It can actually move blocks around. And I absolutely love that. So, yeah, it can move blocks and mobs and stuff around anywhere. And I just love this. I use it mostly for kind of moving around animals and moving around mobs and stuff. So, yeah, it's really, really cool. I really love the gravity gun. And the way I got the supercharged version, if you did not know, let's just go ahead and show off the recipes. The supercharged version requires a nether star. And nobody's got time for that. So, if you build the regular gravity gun, which just uses glowstone in the middle, and I mean, I have the rest of this. This isn't that expensive, but if you get struck by lightning, it turns into the supercharged version. Which is, I mean, it would be a hard feat to accomplish, but we have Twilight portals, so I just kind of opened one of those up. And I got struck by lightning, so that worked. So yeah, I found the gravity gun in this dungeon. If you guys did not know, I keep saying that. A lot of you probably do know. But in the earlier versions of Minecraft, they had like problems in the coding or something. I don't know how to technically say it, but like mob dungeons that were spawned close enough to the surface in deserts, they would create these huge holes. And they'd be really easy to find. So if I ever find another one, I'll show you guys. But yeah, that's going to be a thing. Also, portal gun. This thing, if you've ever played the game Portal, it's literally just like that. Like I could put one portal there, put one portal over there, and go whip. I absolutely love that. That's so cool. If we didn't have Mistcraft, that'd be like the perfect thing to use to like travel back and forth between two places. Like if I put one over here, like let's put one right here, and then let's put one back over on this base right here. So if I jump in this one, we'll pop out right back at the base. So that'd be perfect to use instead of Mistcraft. So yeah, that's going to be a thing. I don't think I'm ever going to use the portal gun. I'm definitely going to be using the gravity gun. I love the gravity gun. So yeah, let's go and stick this in here. I think the beginning of the next episode is when we're going to be messing around with the gravity chest plate. I've already stuck everything into the system. So let's see. Chest. No. Gravity. Gravity. I don't have it in there. Oh, go figure. I didn't actually do this part. I'm not going to. Not yet. Because I need to get a Laptron pack or else it won't work. So let's go ahead and head up here on top of the laboratory on a beautiful day such as this. Well, guys, it's the end of the episode. And as I promised, for all of you that have waited this long, take a pause, clear my throat. I promised something special for you guys at the end of this episode. And I'm not going to disappoint. I am not going to spoil, but the beginning of next week, we'll be starting a new series. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but I'm extremely excited about it. I know you guys are going to love it. So, I'm not going to tell you what game it is, because that would be a bad thing. I'm not going to tell you what we're going to be doing in there. But I will tell you this. It's going to be one of the best series I've ever done. And I'm really, really excited about it. And I know you guys are going to love it. So yeah, if you guys are excited about that, you hit that like button for me. Yes, we are at the end of the episode, guys. I think we did a lot during this episode. We got some automations kind of showing you guys around with that. And, I kind of tested out my new microphone and stuff like that. And I hope you guys did enjoy. If you hated this video, you know where to put it. But if you did enjoy, make sure you hit that like button for me. You guys know how much I love it. And if you guys are excited for the new series, throw something down in the comments saying like, woohoo, or excitement or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, I'm glad you guys stuck to the end of the video. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, and hope all of you have a great and wonderful rest of your day. See you guys.